Right, this is going to be a really short video, just giving you some tips on sketching and measuring the windshield of your vehicle. Right, so just kind of a reminder, this is all the things that you're responsible for, and right now we're talking about the windshield with measurements. And then also another look at the calendar just to kind of see where you are. Just make sure you're keeping in line, giving yourself enough time to get everything that you need done. Alright, so let's just talk real quick about the windshield. Every car, I didn't include all the pictures of the cars, but even in the background you can see every car has got a different windshield. They share things in common as far as the fact of their placement, where the little insert goes, and the fact that they're all pretty much an arc in some way or another with a flat that goes here. Okay, but everybody's going to have a different windshield. Something that I want you to realize is that when you're taking right here, like your windshield when it comes out of the car, in every single car, the part that hangs down here on the windshield has to fit inside the passenger section, which is this part. So whatever dimensions that you did for this portion right here, okay, have to be the same, or these have to be the same as those. So when you do this part on your drawing, when you're doing an inventor, these two dimensions have to be the same because this is going to fit snugly into this. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. So when you're doing the sketch of your windshield, you don't necessarily have to do an isometric of this one. You can if you like, but most of your dimensions are going to be seen by doing a front view, which is this, right? And then a bottom view because you're looking at it from the bottom. Okay, so when you're doing your side view, and obviously this is flipped as far as that's concerned, but it's not a big deal, is you can always start off with your rectangle, right? This is a crooked picture, so the rectangle isn't lining up, but in essence you would want your rectangle to go from this point to here. I have it going straight up there and then across to here. And then I have my rails going outside of my rectangle, which you could make your rectangle go all the way up to your rails. You can also do these rails as separate pieces, which would probably be a good idea, and just focus on the windshield. So what you would do is figure out, first of all, how long is it from one point to the other, and from the back to the front, and then do that length, and then give it a max height, right? And then you just kind of figure out what your curve's going to be. When you're doing an arc, you want to at least come up with 1 or 2 points that's going to guide your curve. Okay, so in this drawing you would probably have a point maybe about right here, right? And then that point you'd need to know how high up it is. You'd also need to know how far back it is. Okay, so that's kind of up to you. And like I said, when you put it into Inventor, you might modify that a little bit to get it to look better. Okay, so your side view, like I said, is going to be just that part of the rectangle, or sorry, part of the windshield. And then this portion that's sticking out, yes, it goes through all the way up to the top. Right, but we need to know how far does it come down, right? And then this dimension right here is going to be the same as that distance of the passenger section, okay? And then on the bottom side, that's telling you how wide it is, right? And it's a little bit smaller than the width of the actual car, okay? And then you want to know where the placement of this rectangle on the bottom is. And again, this rectangle right here is going to have the same dimensions as this. So whatever you have here, that is what this needs to be. Okay, and you'll actually go in and do the fillets also so that it will fit. Okay, so to me that's really basic. Again, we'll talk about the inventor stuff. I'm going to do separate videos for these, but this kind of just shows you your best way to get those sketches done. And as always, if you guys have questions, just come and ask me. Thanks.